video about the topic is an electric dipole moment and its application, an axial line and equatorial line. First topic, the electric dipole. An electric dipole consists of two equal and opposite charges q and minus q separated a distance d. Here minus q plus q charges and d is smallest distance. Its definition, electric dipole. Two equal and opposite charges separated by a small distance constitute an electric dipole. In many molecules, the center of positive and negative charge do not coincide. Such molecules behave as permanent dipole. Its example, CO, ammonia, HCl and H2O. H2O means water. The line joining two charges is directed from minus q to plus q. X, Y, Z axis also. Electric dipole moment P is P vector equal to 2q A I cap. Electric dipole moment is equal to the product of the magnitude of one of the charges and the distance between them. Its equation P equal to q into 2a. It is possible to define and calculate the electric dipole moment for a single charge, two positive charge, two negative charge and also for more than two charges. The direction is from negative to positive charge. The SI unit of P is coulomb meter, capital C and small m. We define the dipole moment P. It is vector quantity. Vector quantity means magnitude and direction. Magnitude is q into t. Direction from minus q to plus q. Next topic, it's important, 5 marks. Annual questions also. Electric field due to a dipole. Case 1 and case 2. First of case 1. Electric field due to an electric dipole at point on the axial line. A point C is located at distance of r from the midpoint O of the dipole along the axial line. Here AB is small distance, its dipole, minus q plus q charges. O is midpoint, R is distance between O and C, E plus and E minus is electric field of plus q and minus q. The electric field at a point C due to plus q charge is E vector plus equal to 1 by 4 by epsilon naught q divided by r minus a square along BC axis. Here 1 by 4 by epsilon naught is k. K is constant. The above equation is rewritten as E plus vector equal to 1 by 4 by epsilon naught q by r minus a square p cap. P cap is the dipole moment unit vector from minus q to plus q. The electric field at a point C due to minus q is E vector minus equal to minus 1 by 4 by epsilon naught q divided by r plus a whole square p cap. Since plus q is located closer to the point C than minus q, so E plus is stronger than E minus. Therefore, the length of the E plus vector is draw larger than that of E minus vector. The total electric field at point C is calculated using the superposition principle of the electric field. E vector equal to E plus E minus. So equation number 1 and 2 substitute in 3. The total electric field vector is equal to Q divided by 4 by epsilon naught bracket of 1 divided by R minus A whole square minus 1 divided by R plus A whole square. Note that the total electric field is along E plus vector since plus Q is closer to C than minus Q. If the point C is very far away from the dipole, then R greater than A. If R greater than A, then R square minus A square whole power of square is R power of 4. Here A square is negligible. Substituting this into equation number 5, we get E total vector equal to 1 by 4 by epsilon naught 4A q divided by R cube bracket of P cap. Here R greater than A. Since 2AQ P cap equal to P vector. Finally, we get answer electric field vector equal to 1 by 4 by epsilon naught 2p vector divided by R cube when R greater than A. The direction of resultant field is in the direction of dipole moment. Next case 2. It's also important 5 marks. Electric field equatorial line. Consider a point C at a distance r from the midpoint O of the dipole and the equatorial plane. Since the point C is equal distance from plus q and minus q, the magnitude of electric field of plus q and minus q are the same. The direction of E plus vector is along BC and the direction of E minus vector is along CA. E plus vector and E minus vector are resolved into two components. One component parallel to the dipole axis and other perpendicular to it. The perpendicular component E plus sin theta and E minus sin theta are oppositely directed and cancel each other. The magnitude of total electric field at point C is the sum of the parallel component of E plus vector and E minus vector, and its direction is along minus P cap. So the total electric field vector is equal to minus E plus vector cos theta P cap minus E minus vector cos theta P cap. Here E plus vector is equal to 1 by 4 by epsilon naught q divided by R square plus D square, and E minus vector equal to 1 by 4 by epsilon naught q divided by R square plus D square along CA. Here 1 by 4 by epsilon naught is K. K is constant. By substituting equation 1 and 2 into equation number 3, we get E total vector equal to minus 1 by 4 by epsilon naught 2q cos theta divided by R square plus A square and P cap. P cap is unit vector, and equal to minus 1 by 4 by epsilon naught 2qa divided by R square plus A square whole power of 3 by 2 p cap. Here cos theta is equal to a divided by root of r square plus a square. So finally we get answer. Total electric field vector is equal to minus 1 by 4 by epsilon naught p vector divided by r square plus a square whole power of 3 by 2. Since p vector equal to 2q a p cap at very large distance or greater than a, the equation becomes total electric field is equal to minus 1 by 4 by epsilon naught p divided by r cube. The direction of electric field intensity at a point on the equatorial line due to a dipole is parallel and opposite to the direction of the dipole moment. If the observation point is far away or when the dipole is very short, then the electric field intensity at a point and the axial line is double the electric field intensity at a point on the equatorial line. Equatorial electric field is equal to 1 divided by 2 axial line. The equations are valid only at very large distance or greater than a. Suppose the distance 2a approaches 0 and q approaches infinity such that the product of 2aq equal to p is finite, then the dipole is called a point dipole. Okay students, thank you. Safe with your home. Take care.